ever ask a kid a question and they just stare at you, or you give an instruction and they don't move? Many times it's not defiance, it's that their brain needs time to process. Before we break this down, be sure to like this video and subscribe so more people can learn how kids actually think. A study in the Journal of Educational Psychology found that students with slower processing speeds actually struggle more with reading comprehension and memory retention, which makes total sense. If you're having difficulty in how quickly you are processing things, then reading can be difficult because you see the words on the page, but you're not necessarily comprehending what's coming in, comprehension, and memory retention, because those things can't be integrated as quickly and deeply, which can make those students appear inattentive or disinterested when they're actually just thinking. Kids process information more slowly than adults. It's a brain development fact, not a behavior issue. And one thing that I always try to remind trusted adults in kids' lives is that children are not miniature adults. Too often, our expectation of them is that they have a fully developed brain that works just as quickly and easily as ours does. They're just in a smaller body. And that's not the case. Their brains are still developing, and your brain and my brain is still developing and growing. Hopefully, we are learning new things and creating new synapses, but children's brains are even learning how to learn, learning how to develop. And that means that children process information at a slower rate than adults because their brain is still developing. A study done at the American Academy of Pediatrics showed that processing speed will continue to improve into young adulthood. And what that means, and it may not be a surprise to you, is that younger children need significantly more time to respond to questions or respond to changes in their environment. Adults often expect instant responses, but a child's brain is still wiring itself for understanding and decision making. It is still trying to take in the information, integrate it, synthesize it across all the different parts of the brain, and then decide what to do or how to respond to all of that information that just came in. And that's just children in general, but then there are also some kids, especially those with ADHD or autism or even depression, who need even more processing time before they can respond appropriately. Many times with kids, you may get an instant response, but it might not be, or it probably is not, how they're really thinking and feeling, what they really want to say back. They just feel this pressure to respond quickly, so they respond as fast as they can with the shortest answer that they possibly can think of. And you and I know as adults that we don't respond well sometimes with the first instinct that we have, or the first thing that we want to say might not be the best thing to say. I know for myself personally, I have to write emails and then read those emails and make sure that what I've typed up is what I meant to say and how I meant to say it, because it takes me time to process. Children are that same way. We ask kids questions, and often a child will just say, I don't know. I say it's a 4-letter word, I-O-N-O. I don't know. They may just say, I don't know, or they give very quick, brief answers. And sometimes that I don't know is honest, and we need to be okay with that. That if a child says, I don't know, that maybe they are looking to understand. Maybe they really don't get it. And as adults, I wish more of us, and myself included, would be honest and just say, I don't know, when we don't know. Sometimes a child, when they say, I don't know, or I don't know, is being totally honest, and we don't accept that as an answer. But sometimes they are being honest, and then sometimes that child is just feeling pressure to answer immediately. And if they were given some real time, they could have an answer for you. So here's my tip. Give kids at least 5 to 10 seconds to process before repeating yourself or assuming they're ignoring you. At my house, I have an Alexa, and I get very angry at Alexa if she does not immediately hear and respond to what I'm telling her to do. There are times where the timer from Alexa will be going off, and I'll say, Alexa, stop the timer. And then it keeps going, do, 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 do. Alexa, stop the timer. In that situation, you don't have to give 5 to 10 seconds. But if you are working with a child and it seems that they're ignoring you, or it seems that they're being defiant, maybe give them some time, at least that 5 to 10 seconds, to process what has been taken in and give you a thoughtful response. Instead of saying, answer me now, try just saying, take a second to think about it and let me know when you're ready. Believe that kids are doing the best they know how to do. Their brains are just trying to catch up. If this made you think, hit that like button and subscribe for more ways to understand kids better.